Experts on the auto industry say they expect super car buying incentives.
You like this car? It's yours.
Things are not looking so bright for the housing market.
I'm sorry you took getting kicked out of my house the wrong way.
When Friday arrives, just give me a nudge.
It's Friday.
I'm ready to party.
Start the party.
It gets crazy in here.
Don't leave Friday unattended.
Showtime. Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman are set to rank among the highest paid actresses in television history, thanks to their impressive salary raise ahead of the anticipated second season of HBO's Big Little Lies. Both Reese and Nicole will earn $1 million per episode of the series, which is a major leap from their initial salaries near $250,000 for season 1. This amount doesn't include what the pair will eventually earn for their executive producer duties on the show, which means that their final paycheck will be even bigger. Reese and Nicole's co-stars have also negotiated higher rates for the second season, which was initially conceived as a limited series, but was extended thanks to critical acclaim and success. Well, Hulk Hogan says if he ran for Senate, he'd win.
Roger Stone is a fan of yours and thinks you should make a run for the U.S. Senate. What's your reaction?
Well, my reaction is if I run, I will win. Brother, I don't want to run, okay? I have a great life here on the beach, you know. The only thing I'm going to make a run for is the world title again if I ever do any running. But right now, I'm just hanging out on the beach having a blast.
Would you ever consider running for Senate in Florida?
Thought about it. I've had, as of late, people calling my phone, driving me crazy about running for Senate. They want me to run for governor. They want me to run for mayor. At the end of the day, I'm just so confused because it's like watching the politicians, the Democrats and the Republicans, it's like nobody wants to work together. It's like a wrestling match with two wrestlers that are supposed to work together and paint this beautiful wrestling picture. The Republicans and Democrats act like they hate each other and they don't want to do anything except create chaos, so I really don't want to be any part of that.
The new full-length trailer for the long-awaited sequel, Super Troopers 2, is online. Hitting theaters on April 20th, the comedy picks up where the film, released back in 2001, left off and follows the Super Troopers, who are tasked with establishing a highway patrol station in a border area between the United States and Canada. Hilarity ensues.
Seesaw swinging with the boys in the office, kicking back in the office chair, saying, hey, diddle, diddle, I couldn't give a piddle if my boss yells at me over there. So we take a big chance and take a little glance to see if boss went away. We don't feel we'll survive if we stay until 5, so we need to make a quick escape. We're ready to Walk Friday, Talk Friday, Leave Early Friday, Go Walk Friday, just give me a beer.
Okay, the Pentagon is reportedly considering nuclear retaliation as a response to cyber attacks by hackers. I guess the biggest challenge there is building missiles that can penetrate a mother's basement. Happy Winnie the Pooh Day! Donald Trump celebrating Winnie the Pooh Day by running around with his head in a honey pot and not wearing pants. Meanwhile, porn star Stormy Daniels describes sex with Donald Trump as, unmemorable. So I'm guessing the term bigly didn't come up at all. It's come out that the president enjoys eating cheeseburgers in bed, which explains why Melania likes to go to bed disguised as a salad. Thousands of first editions and rare manuscripts of Stephen King's works have been lost in a freak accident. Apparently, it was like something right out of a Stephen King book. Amazon announced that it's narrowed its list of possible locations for its next headquarters to 20 cities. Those 20 will now go head-to-head, the winner advancing to the final round against the New England Patriots. The world's biggest underwater cave has been discovered in Mexico. That explains why the White House is now demanding that the border wall also be inflatable. NASA is testing a mini nuclear reactor that might one day be used on Mars. You know, we haven't put one single astronaut on the planet yet, but already have made plans on how we intend to pollute it. Reports are that hospitals are overwhelmed with flu victims and are setting up tents. Just when you think you couldn't possibly feel any worse, people force you to go camping. A mom in Georgia is in the news for requiring her 5-year-old daughter to pay $5 in rent out of her weekly $7 allowance. Geez, I wonder if that includes utilities. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. The UK has just appointed a Minister of Loneliness, as if Morrissey isn't enough. Hey, Morrissey, nobody gives a f***. Prince William shaved his head, so it sounds like someone lost a little bet on that Minnesota-New Orleans game. Hey, royalty, nobody gives a f***. And the salacious new book on the inner workings of the Trump White House is set to become a TV series. Yes, they're calling it The Worst Wing. Hey, White House idiots, nobody gives a f***. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo and his celebrity panel of guests, including the legendary Phil Esposito. Tuesdays and Thursdays. NSS Live.